Hello, hello. It has been a while since I have gone live. You will have to excuse me if I'm a little sweaty because I am out in the park having a walk. I am trying to ease back into exercising after being sick freaking twice. One prior to going to Essence Fest, thanks to some nasty mother flipper who gave me COVID and all the things. And after Essence Fest, probably from getting drenched when a major storm came through. And, just getting maybe being around a whole bunch of people. As I have said before, I don't know why that happens. Being a little transparent, I have gone to the doctor on a few occasions to discuss, immune system and all that jazz. I am on my own personal health journey. I am a healthy person, don't get me wrong. Thank God for no medications or whatnot. But, except for obviously when you have COVID and whatnot and you get antibiotics and stuff, which is not helpful, as I'm also on a weight loss journey. But that's enough of the transparency. I wanted to go live because it's been a minute and drop you guys some little thought processes in regards to the Essence Fest. This is my second Essence Fest. My first was last year. I'm going to tell you, I think I liked last year's better because Missy Elliott put on a heck of a show. Missy Elliott's stage presence, her backdrops, her storytelling, it really gives on par with the Beyonce and the SZA, if you ever seen SZA or Beyonce in concert live, with that type of journey. I personally feel like for Essence to have had their 30th festival, it wasn't a lot of performers. There was lots of gaps and spaces, even though some of the concerts ended late. On that note, surprisingly, Usher's night, which was Saturday night, did not end late. It's almost like they pushed through. And I want to say, I can't think of her first name, but her last name, she uses Star. She didn't show up. And what I'll do is I'll probably in the community tab maybe put the lineup in case you guys don't know what it is. If you go to my Instagram and you look through the first reel that I have about Essence Fest at the end, I do have the lineup. Obviously, Essence Fest still probably has the lineup on their page as well. But I would give this festival, let me think, a 6 out of 10. I say that because I really enjoyed the Hot Boys segment. The juvenile portion was really awesome. They really did that. Lil Wayne did come. I think somebody said Turk did not come. Now, I don't know everybody by name, but I did grow up listening to the Cash Money Click. That was back in the day, too, but maybe a little bit after the No Limit Soldiers and all that stuff, when there was big, large rap guy group, so to speak. It wasn't really a group, but they all were like a clique, and then they all would rap together, and then they would have different singles, and then some people would break off. So that's what's going on with that. And I enjoy Janet. Now, for the people who thought Janet was going to have a super long performance, this was not her show. She had to share time with other people, but she put on a show. Mother can give these young girls a run for their money as far as dancing, girl. And the sex appeal that she puts out there without being all the way naked and whatnot is amazing too. Sis's body is on point. Back in the day, girl, I used to say I was gonna have a body like Janet Jackson's. Well, I wanted one. Cause them abs and etching and Lord knows whatever she's doing, honey, But yes, I did not go to the convention center. Funny enough, I was very close, saying next to it. But girl, after getting in at like 4 and 5 in the morning with the after parties, I just couldn't get up. I would get up. Well, I take that back. I would get up because the dog would wake me up to go to the bathroom, but the energy just was not there. And then by the time I went out, got something to eat, excuse me, because I'm still stopped up, went out, got something to eat, Girl, I was like, it's not even worth popping over real quick and sweating and walking when I could just, get ready for the concerts that evening and go get dinner and all that. So I did Essence Fest my way. I did some day partying, I did some nightlife partying. I'm going to upload, if you see performances by Latoya Luckett, Tank, Genuine, and I can't think of the guy from Pretty Ricky right now. Ooh, but he sings that what is it? Deep sea diving in your treasure. Pleasure P. Is it Pleasure P? I think so. I'm giving you all this pleasure. Girl, you're gonna have to excuse me. I done forgot the words. But yes, those performances would be from one of the Larry Morrow's night parties. I think I went on the best night. I did not go the night that he had Maya, which was like a Sunday night, I think. And then the night before probably was more, I think they said Ratchet with the whole Sexy Red playing. I'm not a Sexy Red person. I don't go up for Sexy Red. Call me an old head if you want to. I am in that generation, not here for it really. So no big deal, right? But yeah, I would give it a 6 out of 10. I would just say the key issues was the lack of performances, um, the very late announcements in regards to the lineup, the continuation of paper goddamn tickets, which is crazy, and I would have to say maybe just the organization of it all. I don't know what's up with Black festivals doing stuff at the last minute, but it happens. So there's that. But overall, I had fun. I love New Orleans. I love the food. New Orleans people have my second favorite accents. The first would have to be Puerto Ricans, yes, and the New Yorkers kind of tie with the whole Puerto Rican accents, girl, because I love that Bronx. You just be talking like this. That trips me out. Um, Let me see what else. I would have to say, when you're in New Orleans, make sure you stay in a safe place. I just want to give my testimony real quick. I met a lady who was very awesome and sweet on a flight a year ago. We kept in contact on and off again. She really saved me. And let me tell you how this worked. Like, I'm not going to profess that I hear God clearly all the time. I have to work on that. But she really saved me because I reached out to her about an Airbnb I was thinking about staying in, unlike the overly priced hotels that they try to jack people on around Essence Fest. And she is a realtor who checked out the crime rate where I was staying at. The area where the Airbnb was did not have problems, but right next door did. And she happened to have some properties, and she let me stay in hers, and it was truly a blessing. And I am forever grateful for that. It is very nice, very fancy. There is also a video depicting the inside of that place. I just felt so blessed. I did not give information on the actual location because I do not do that. But if there are people who are interested in New Orleans, Mississippi, and I might want to say maybe Florida rentals, she is a realtor. That's a great lady who is not trying to stiff you, and she's got a good heart. So she allowed myself and my dog to enjoy that. Let me wipe my nose, girl. Okay, I feel something itching. I would say yes, if you want to know, I will say in this video only that I did solo travel to Essence Fest. I am a solo traveler who's just now trying, well, not just now, within the last couple of years, I've been trying to do things on my own. A lot of times you can't get people to go with you. You want the right company to keep. I'm particular about the vibes. I don't need you to mess up the vacation, and I am not trying to babysit you when we travel. We're too grown for that. So, and it's just been some things that I want to try and areas that I feel comfortable going. And I feel like, that's what I am going to do. And that's, what I choose to do as my destinations until I venture out more. So I always say, if I give any tips, Take things at your own pace. If you're doing things solo, I don't care if it's going to sit and have dinner. If you feel like that's an accomplishment, girl, do it. There is nothing wrong with that. Um, I would say, I never thought about checking the crime rates of areas, but do check. Don't freak yourself out, but just be aware. Stay somewhere that is considered a tourist area because that is safe. I like to say places where there are um, food and nightlife and things that you can walk to in case, girl, you're not feeling it. Hey, someone is at Creative House saying that sounds good. Thanks, Creative House. Hello, hello. I appreciate you joining the live. Um, stay somewhere that has a lot of what you need right there, and then just have a plan of action. I don't do cabs. I'm always here for Uber and Lyft. So even though that might limit me, I feel like it's real time monitoring. I have all the safety mechanisms on as far, hello, hello. I have all the safety mechanisms on as far as in allowing recordings to occur, allowing tracking to occur in real time, sending my real time location to family members via the app, and also, using outside apps like Life 360. So, and then I say at the end of the day, if it's something you really want to do, make it fun for yourself. Go anyway. Buy the ticket early on because a lot of times, there's another tip when you buy tickets later, and let's say it is a big act like an usher who comes. Yes, you feel me, Creative House. The tickets explode. I saw tickets go from being a few $100s to going up to like over 1,000 when they announce Usher. So if it's really a festival that you want to enjoy, girl, go ahead and get the ticket. Because guess what? If you know the genre of music that's going to be there, you can make it fun for yourself. Like I always, regardless to whatever, try to turn up because you need to make the most and get the most bang for your buck, right? So have fun, live a little, enjoy, dance. Even if it's a song you don't know, if it's a vibe, just vibe to it. Let's see what else. I would say the area that's over by the convention center is a good place to stay, y'all. I wouldn't have it any other way. Um, I am so thankful to have experienced that area. I know you only live once, Creative House. YOLO, how about that? And make sure you live to the best of your availability, and your ability financially too. Because I mean, at the end of the day, I hate to see people compare themselves. But that area over by the convention center is a safe place to stay. It's off of the South Peters area in Convention Drive, I believe is what it's called. YOLO, that's right. Um, and just make sure you're always watching your back. Just be careful. And third thing, bring whatever supplies that make you feel comfortable. I'm big on the extra outfits, in case something doesn't work. You may have tried it on at the house. Maybe you're having a bloated day as women. Maybe you're having a moment where it's like, I thought this was going to work, but I'd rather wear something else. The weather changes on you despite what you saw before you left. I don't know. I'm always big on bringing the proper toiletries and outfits that make me comfortable, the Lysol sprays, whatever works, because at the end of the day, you are in a strange place. It is about adaptability. And that's just how it works. But live your life because we already have to do things and go places and get up and deal with folks we really don't want to do, right? And deal with. And so I just feel like do things that you actually want to deal with, and take part in. Because if you don't, I mean, you just feel like you're functioning off of what you have to do versus what you want to do. Um, at the moment, I feel like I had a ton of things to say. Oh, honey, I do not normally party unless I'm on vacation, but the men in New Orleans, child, are real handsy. Y'all stop touching on folks without permission. Yeah, especially being sweaty. Hello, girl. And some of it, it's nice to get the compliments and feel attractive and all the things. But, when Juvenile is playing Back That Thing Up, don't put your hands on nobody unless they look like they're inviting you, boo. Make sure you get permission. This is not one of those situations where you apologize for it later and just go ahead and do what you want to do. No, you know. So, yeah, very interesting. But I had fun. I enjoyed myself. I might post some more pictures. I really put all the pictures in Instagram. Look, Creative House said, okay. I know, okay, right? I really put all the pictures, I think, more in a real format. But if you do want me to put some more pictures up, I can put them in the community tab. I'm just kind of going with the flow as to what I do next this summer. I'm trying to experience things that seem memorable, like the 30th anniversary is memorable despite some of the acts. Oh, y'all, let me tell you, Usher's act, I did record some of it, I will post it, but it was very dark. For me, it was a tad bit demonic. Listen, I'm not trying to be holier than thou, but he did kind of have like this start out with this church feel, and he had his name in the cross, and then he turned around and had a choir singing, and then it went from kind of like a church feel to like having women dancing on him and busted and wide open and all the things, girl. uh, yeah, and then it was a lot of red coloring after that. Yes, Creative House, Usher did that. I saw, oh, that's a mess. That was very demonic in my opinion. It was almost like saint to sinner type of vibe. So I don't know if you get a chance, if Hulu will run it back. I think they do stream Essence Fest, but yeah, he definitely had a church vibe and made himself seem like he was Jesus on the cross with his name, honey, and then turned around and was like, "Oh, if you're a bad girl," it was a commemorative of the Confessions album, but yeah, the women were busting it open, and the whole coloring for his background was either red or like black after the church scene, which was more of like a white bluish. But yeah, I think we need to pray for Usher. I mean, we all are kind of lost in some point and we're trying to come back up. I know I am, but that right there, it gave Dark Side. It was one, it's been, I'm a concert person, obviously. It's been one other person that gave me vibes like that. I want to say, what's the guy? He has the song, Don't, don't play with her, don't be dishonest. That guy, I can't think of his name, but he was at a concert one time with a bunch of people and they had the Illuminati eye up there and they were like basically trying to get us to be hyped up, and it was almost like conjuring up our energy so that way we can fuel whatever spirit was going on. I know Creative House, I can't think of his name. Oh, what is his name? I can't think of his name. I know. I tell you what, when I get off live, I'll go look up that song and then I'll put it in the comments. But I haven't been to a show with his since either. So it's a lot. I have mixed feelings because I did decide I want to go to the Usher show in October. October is my birthday month, but now I have mixed feelings about going, you know? So, y'all comment down below and tell me if you would still go after experiencing that. That was my first time experiencing Usher, and I just really was not comfortable with the saint to sinner demonic energy. Creative House, do you have any questions since you're being very interactive? I appreciate that. I can't really think of where I was going because it's been a week later. But like I said, I've been healing, so I didn't really get a chance to do this live, but I haven't done a live in a long time. So I just wanted to pop on and let you guys know some little points of Essence Fest and how I felt, and New Orleans being a vibe. Any questions before I go? I'm not sure what that last word means, Creative House. Heaj. What's that? Help me out. I'll stay on a few more seconds to see if you can explain. Healing from a cold, Creative House. I think I had COVID before I went to Essence Fest and I healed up, and then I turned around and I came back and was highly stopped up. My mom and I think it's because I got drenched on the night that they had a flood warning, which was that Friday. And I was having to walk in the rain and I was so soaked. I had to pull my shoes off to go up the ramp to go into the Caesar Superdome. So yeah, it sucks because my body this year has been really sensitive to getting COVID from people and whatnot. So y'all say a prayer. I'm just trying to exercise and boost my immune system and work on that because I love being outside, as you can probably tell. So yeah, but and I think some of it is stress too. I'm kind of in a situation that I'm just trying to change my mind about and trying to figure out life. Okay, glad you made it though. Prayers up. Thank you, love bug. I did make it. I try to just push through but not overdo it because what irks me is how black women get this, we have this stigma for being a strong black woman and enduring. That is not a compliment. We have to do that because we have to. And although I appreciate people respecting that, don't look at the strength as like, oh, well, they can take anything. We want to be known as dainty and be cared for too. So, but if there are no more questions, I'm gonna bounce in a minute. If anybody, including you, Creative House, have anything you want me to go live about and give my opinion on, let me know. Or share some things, you know. Let me know. Comment down below. Like, share, and subscribe to the vibe. Let's see what else we get into this summer. Hey. Thank you, Creative House. I needed that. You seem really sincere. I hope you have a great week too. Gotta go make the donuts to pay these bills and to be able to have more fun. But we always looking for opportunity. You feel me? All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head on out. There's a cool breeze blowing in the Atlanta area. XOXO Creative House and XOXO to all my followers. Again, like, share, and subscribe to the vibe. And until next time, peace.